go back and take another look, see how loose this really was.
Yeah, it didn't look that bad when we were riding along, but I think you're going to see him out of shape quite a bit. You can see the car start to wiggle there as he got back in. Ooh, big slide right here.
Yeah,
nice job by Allgaier to give him some room.
We've actually seen a couple cars spin out right in practice, and good drivers, like Jimmy Johnson and Martin spin off that corner in cup practice.
And Greg Biffle. Dave?
And you guys were talking about by this point they should be able to tell their crew chiefs what they need. Martin Truex's car has been loose since lap 1. He's been crying in greasy. Oh, it looks like a change for the lead? Nope, not quite. He's been telling Mark Greasy that the car has been loose since the start of the green flag, and he has been needing a pit stop ever since they got going. I'll send it back to you guys when we watch this battle for first.
Yeah, because Harvick has closed down again on the 18 of Kyle Busch, and they're both closing in on the 17 of Trevor Bayne. Bayne right now, the last car on the lead lap, that is 24th position that he's trying to hang on to and stay on the lead lap. And the way Kyle is driving, I don't think it's going to be long before he is going to be a lap down. Here he comes.
Now, they're setting a pretty torrid pace up front. You see Harvick's caught back up. Kyle Busch had pulled out for about 10 or 12 car lengths, but now they've come in on some traffic. Harvick's able to get back to the bumper.
Let's go back on board. Mike Wallace in the 01. Let's go back and listen in on the 18 radio as he finally clears both those cars.
The front of the car really turns on entry to center. Center, it just dies off, it feels like. I don't know why it does it. It does it both ends. You know, I can't get the power down as hard as I want, as soon as I want for exit, because it's just going to push through the front tires.
What do you think, Andy?
It's just a little too tight in the center. I think an adjustment to free him up just a little bit more would help all of that. I mean, he's talking about he has to wait on it because the front tires are not there yet, so he's a little bit loose off the corner when he has that wheel in it and tries to get to the throttle.
The biggest thing that's helped him right now, though, is look at Harvick. He is jammed up in traffic and now is finally going to clear the 62, but the lead is well over 0.6 of a second. A couple laps ago, he was right on his back bumper. 38er down here at Kansas.
Kyle Busch out in front. Kevin Harvick tracking him down once again. From the pit studio, Alan Bestwick with Rusty Wallace and Brad Daugherty. Watching these guys really work the high side of this racetrack.
Yeah, they're using the top side of the racetrack, Alan and Brad, to get all that momentum to try to make those engines just run better and freer. If you get the car wound up in the top, it always runs faster. But talking about fast, these two right there you're looking at, Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick, they are running so fast, they have lapped the entire field except for... It's only 16 cars on the lead lap right now, guys. We're only 45 laps in this thing. These two cats right here are flat flying.
Yep. One of the guys that was among the leaders a little bit ago was championship #1 guy, Brad Keselowski. He pitted from 4th place under the green and is now way back in 28th spot. Have a look here.
He's got himself a lap down, guys, and he's got a tough road to hoe. You see him coming in on this pit stop. Everything looks pretty good right here. Guys are hustling right front. Left rear tire. Everything seems to be pretty smooth.
All right, so you don't pit under the green unless you feel something's
got to be wrong. We're trying to figure out if it's a right, left front tire or what was going down on that race car. But whatever it was, cost Brad Keselowski a lot of time. Vince, you got more on that?
Yeah, Brad Keselowski talked about a right front vibration, and it continued to get worse and worse and worse. Thought maybe he had a tire going down. They brought him in. They made that 4-tire change, as you saw, as you see the pass for the lead on the left side of your screen as Harvick goes around Kyle Busch, or attempts to. But back to Keselowski, they found nothing wrong with the right front. The pressure was up. Wheel weights were still there. So they put on 4 fresh ones. We'll keep an eye on the 22.
That's tough. So what Keselowski needs is for this race to run green through a cycle of pit stops, which will begin shortly. Last year in this race, it was lap 47 when the leaders began making green flag pit stops. And as we watch them fight for the top spot, we're about to complete the 48th lap. Up to Marty, DJ, and Andy in the booth.
And thank you, Alan, as we've had our 4th different lead change now between our 3 leaders, Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, and Joey Logano. And you can see that Ryan Truex is now a lap down in that 99 as he is on 16th place. So only 15 cars now on the lead lap. We already gave you the guys that are now out of the race. Add Tim Andrews. He is officially retired as well. 125 combined wins among the top 5. That's Harvick, Kyle Busch, Logano, Edwards, and Truex. 6 championships among that group. What do we always talk about? The cream rising? Take a look here as you've got 8th place on the line between Reed Sorensen and Justin Allgaier.
You see a nice battle to see Reed Sorensen trying to make that inside work a little bit. Car's really wiggling. You see these seams here that are tar fields. See, as you go across those, your car's not exactly right. You can lose a lot of grip there. And just a matter if it's the front that takes off and you have to catch it, or if it's the back of the car that gets away from you.
So Allgaier has the 8th spot. Move Reed Sorensen into that 9th slot. And we are 1/4 of the way done with pit stops approaching. 54 laps are down. Kevin Harvick, the race leader, is going to bring his car to pit road. A couple of guys did not make it in time. Here comes Kyle Busch, as well as a lot of guys out of fuel. Several cars that you see right there, and a lot of Braun Racing machines. Now, of course, Turner Motorsports machines.
You see Jason Leffler's down. He didn't run out of fuel, but his teammates look like they may have run out of fuel. Dave?
Kyle Busch most recently said that the front tires are, quote, gone. The thing will not turn. So they're going to take on 4 tires. He gets up 2nd place, fills the car full of Sunoco fuel, and it appears air pressure adjustment will be the only adjustment. Vince? Kevin Harvick is very pleased with his car. They're going to put a 4-tire change, but they're going to be 4 scuffs. So crew chief Ernie Cope said it'll probably be a little tighter this run.
And at the top of the screen, James Buescher has stalled his car coming back out on the track. He's right in the middle of pit road. There you see Ricky Carmichael on the right side as he is making his way back out. Reed Sorensen was one of the cars that was also. Let's go to Dave.
99 car is in right now for the rookie. He was worrying about the line was the main thing for him. They are going to make a track bar adjustment for that car that was free into the corner and tied off. His brother pits right in front of him. Hopefully doesn't block him in. Martin Truex needs an air pressure adjustment for that loose race car. He had driven all the way from 16th up to 5th place before these green flag stops, and so they'll try to make a little adjustment. He said it was really coming to him at the end of that run.
Braun Racing's got a real disaster going on. The 32 is now having problems with Reed Sorensen. The 11 of Buescher's at the other end of pit road, still sitting where it was a minute ago.
Yeah, you see the 32 rolling almost onto the track. They're going to have to back him up. Cannot push him past that line. They'll draw a penalty. Doc?
6 car in making their stop. Like most of these guys are talking about being tight and getting tighter as the run progressed. 4 tires getting it completely full of fuel. Got to be very careful. Warning him about the 11 car stalled on pit road, and now Stenhouse down and away.
And you can see the 32 being pushed back. The 7 of Josh Wise is in. Right side is already done. Now they're pushing the 11 back. Not the auspicious debut that I'm sure Steve Turner wanted for his brand new team. Wise is done with his service. He's heading back out onto the track. Let's go to the 88, Eric Almirola, Doc.
Making only his 3rd start this year, 2nd in the 88 car. Very, very tight. He told Pops Gary to tight in, tight in the middle, and tight on the exit of the corner. 2nd can of Sunoco fuel going in on the 88. Almirola left side tires, making major air pressure adjustment, and he's away.
The 09 is in. Jamie?
And Brian Scott making his first start in the 09. Remember, he came in here leading Rookie of the Year by 1 point. He says he was just a little bit loose. Wedge adjustment, 4 tires. He's down and away.
Dave?
Guys, right now they're not sure if Reed Sorensen was actually out of fuel when he came onto pit road, but the simple fact was that they stalled the car when he tried to leave, and then they couldn't get it refired. Reed had reported losing power on track. We showed you the slowing 32 car earlier, and so he had no battery to refire the car. So they're replacing the battery in the compartment there in the left rear of the car, and then they'll try to fire it up and send him back out. Not a good day for Reed Sorensen.
Well, we can tell you the 11 is coming back out right now. James Buescher, now he was 11th pre-pit stops, but he's lost several laps. We'll wait for scoring to cycle through to give you exact count right now. Kyle Busch is your race leader by almost a second over Kevin Harvick, and we can tell you the 09 of Brian Scott missed the commitment line, and so he's going to have a penalty to serve as well.
Yeah, he's coming down pit road now. Brian Scott is serving his penalty.
Now let's go back and show you what happened to Martin Truex when he was trying to get out of his pit box.
Well, he had pulled pretty far in because his younger brother was in. He was trying to leave him plenty of room. So this was unfortunate for Martin because the car right in front of him came in the pit and didn't leave him enough room then.
Be the last time he's nice to little brother?
No, probably not.
Let's listen in.
Lost 5 infant spots. Come on, guys. You want to win or not? Got grouped up